Hi, welcome to Chef Tips UK with me, Chef Ricky. We're back again. Today I've got a great recipe for you guys. Tempura prawns with a really nice banging homemade sweet chilli sauce. So, let's just crack on, shall we? So, sweet chilli sauce. I'm going to make a light stock syrup. So we're going to go equal quantities of water and sugar. So 400 ml of water, 400 G's of caster sugar. And let's bang this bad boy on. I don't even have to use this cooker, to be fair. How do I do it? We have fire. Boom. So yeah, it's a new cooker. I ain't really used it that much. I used the cooker last week for the first time, I think, doing the custard tart. So yeah, if you've not watched that video yet, check it out. So what we're going to do is just start bringing that up to the boil, and then we're just going to add some flavours to it. So I've got a bulb of garlic here. I'm going to very desperately try and get in it. And I'm going to go, I ain't even going to take them out, the skins are out. Just going to go 3 bits of garlic, bang in there. I've got a bit of ginger. I'm probably not going to use all that. Just get my spoon here, just scrape it, just scrape the skin off. Some people use a knife, you can use a knife. I like to scrape the skin off because it just helps. There's less waste basically. As soon as you've scraped all the skin off, we're just going to cut this into some nice little slivers. So I'm just going to slice it down, just like so. And I want approximately ½ an inch worth of garlic. So, and I'd always use fresh garlic for this. And I'm just going to bang that in there like that as well. Just like that, into there. I've got myself a little fork. Just going to give that a stir. And this is just going to create a really nice aromatic sweet chilli sauce. And you can make it as hot or as mild as you want. I've just got some pretty standard chilies here, but when I'm going to cut them, I'm going to leave seeds in, and I'm going to just try and cut them. I'll try and see you can get a bit. I'm just going to cut them sort of quite thinly, because we want to serve it with these nice little bits of chilli in. So I've gone for 1 red chilli and 1 green chilli, just so you've got a nice little contrast of colours in it. Right, so once you've chopped your fresh chillies up, it's really important to remember, before you wash your hands, rub your eyes and go to the toilet. Ah, it burns. No, so always wash your hands after you've been doing chillies, unless you want to really feel a sting, especially down there. If you get a nice look in there, look at that. Beautiful, got them nice slices of garlic, ginger even, a few bits of garlic, and all them nice little chillies. That's going to be fiery, I think. So what we're going to do is just going to boil this, and we're going to make, because of the sugar, it's going to go to like a syrup consistency. So we're going to boil it till it's a nice syrup consistency, and then boom, sweet chilli sauce, done. Right, so onto the prawns. I've managed to get hold of some fantastic raw shell-on prawns. I wanted to get these. You don't have to use these. You can just use normal black uncooked tiger prawns. It's essential the raw, because obviously we're going to cook them. If you use pre-cooked prawns, they're just going to overcook. So I'm just going to demonstrate. This is what we want them to be like. So I want to take all the shell off and just leave the tail. I like to have the tail. It's just sort of like so you can something to hold on to whilst you're dipping it in the sauce. So how we're going to do this is we're just going to take the prawns themselves, and all we do is just hold them firmly, and we're just going to twist that head off. So, and then there's his head. Reminds me of a great joke. Why did the prawn not go to the party? Because he had nobody to go with. Terrible, isn't it? Terrible. Right, so yeah, and then the shell, all we're going to do is just squeeze our thumbs up, and we're just going to peel the shell off. Get the little legs, get them off, holding the tail, and we want to go down to sort of the last part of the tail. So just peel all round, and then get them legs off. And then after we've done that, we're just going to rinse them under some cold water. So yeah, head off, and then you just taking these off, and like, I've got a little bit of gunk on me. This is why you give them a. This is why it's good to give them a swill, because you don't want to be eating any of that gunk. So yeah, once you've deshelled all your prawns, all you got to do is just give them a swill under the sink. And what you want to do is just sort of wash all the sort of gunky stuff off them. There's probably a word for the gunky stuff. I don't know that word. If you know that word, drop it in the comments below, guys. So boom, some beautiful prawns they are. Right, so after you've deshelled them, give them a little wash, the last thing to do is just devein them. So all we're going to do is get the knife. This knife's far too big to do this, but it's, to be fair, it's the best knife I got. And all we're going to do, you see here, we're just going to insert and run the knife along the prawn like that and open it out. And normally there's like a vein here. It's actually like their poo trail or something like that. And what we want to do is we just don't want to. We want to make sure there's none of that in there. So we're just going to ease them open, and then so you see stuff like this. Like, you don't want to be eating that. So we're going to get these, and then once we've deveined them, that one's the one I've already done. Once we've deveined them, what we're going to do is we're just going to give them another swell and just wash. See that one, look? You don't want to be eating that. You can, it just don't taste very nice. So once we've deveined them, we're just going to give them another swill in the sink, and then our prawns are done. Right, so once your prawns are deveined, deshelled, deveined, and rinsed through, look at them. Beautiful prawns, ready to go in that fryer, almost. Let's turn our attention to this sweet chilli sauce. And if you look there, look, you can see it's already going quite syrupy. So, if you're going to keep this in the fridge, it will firm up even more. So, what we'll do though, is let's give it a taste. So, I'm not actually sure how hot this will actually be. So, it smells quite fiery. So, let's give it a go. Woo! That's got some kick, that has. That has got some kick. I'm just going to throw a little bit of freshly cracked pepper on that. And a little bit of salt. Needs a fair bit of salt in that. And I'm just going to give that another twirl. Right, so prawns done, sweet chilli sauce is done. I've just banged a little bit in the fridge just to cool it down a little bit. I've got a bowl here. Into this bowl I've just put some plain flour, a bit of salt, a bit of pepper. I've just sort of eyeballed it. I've not weighed it or measured it. It's just some seasoned flour. That's just to coat the prawns in just before we put them in the tempura. So, to make the tempura batter, we've got some corn flour, and I'm just going to eyeball it. Obviously we don't need to make loads because it's only for like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 prawns. So just gauge it to how many prawns you're cooking. If you're cooking like 500 prawns, you're going to need more than that. If you're cooking 2, you're going to need less. So I'm just eyeballing this. So a bit of corn flour into the bowl. I'm then going to add just a sprinkling of turmeric. Now this is not necessarily for flavour, it's just going to add a really nice golden yellow colour to the batter, and it's just more of a presentation wise thing. It makes it look really nice. And then to that we're going to add some lemonade. Now ideally I wanted to get a can of lemonade, but I can only get diets because you want full fat lemonade. So straight out the fridge, freshly opened, the fizzier the better. And then what we're going to do is just pour that in there. The more bubbles the better. So that's why it's always important when you're doing batter to use fresh. Like if you're making like when we did the beer batter for the fish and chips, nice cold fresh bottle of beer. And then all we're going to do is work that together. And because we're using corn flour, it's really hard to mix. It'll go really thick, like, and it feels really weird. but that's good. And I'll just use a fork as well. I don't use a whisk. A whisk will just not go through this. You need something with a bit more firmness. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying here? So if you get I don't know if you can get a good look in there. We'll drop it down here. Can you get a good look in there, look? And look at that. See how it sort of, it looks, it flows really nice, but then it's sort of like almost really thick at the same time. Lovely stuff. Right, so tempura batter done. We're just going to add a sprinkling of salt into that. And the reason I'm using lemonade, you can use soda water, is it just adds a bit of lemonness to the batter and it just lifts it up a bit. Because we all know lemon and fish go really well together. And I think that's a little bit too thick. I am going to add a touch more lemonade to it. Like I say, I'm just eyeballing this. You don't want it too thick. You want tempura's quite a light batter. Right, so that tempura, I'm happy with that. I'm going to show you in a minute once I actually get stuck in. So my fryer's on 190. It did say ready a second ago, and the light's literally just gone off. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab these prawns and into the flour. And we're just going to make sure they're nice and coated. This is just going to help the tempura batter stick to them a bit better. And then what I'll do is I'll just show you like this is the sort of consistency we want. You know, quite a nice light thin batter. And we're just going to rub them into the tempura batter. We want them nice and coated. We want to sort of be gentleish with them too. I forgot to give that one a little pat. Just try and pat off any extra flour. That's always good. Look at his little tail wiggling, look. He's excited about these prawns just as much as you are. And then all we're going to do is get them prawns. And then remember how we left the tail on? That's because what we're going to do is we're going to hold them by the tail and just dip them into the fryer. Couple of seconds, let them go. Next prawn. Couple of seconds, give it a swirl, let it go. And it's literally that easy. Couple of seconds, let it go. So all we're going to do is just give them a good stir whilst they're cooking, just to ensure that they don't stick to anything. Look at that. Look at that. How banging does that look? So once they're nice and crispy, I'm just going to take them out. Because I've not cooked them in a basket or anything, because sometimes they can stick to the basket, I'm just going to dish these out and onto some kitchen paper. Just to drain off the excess oil. Right, so we'll take a look at this sweet chilli sauce now. Look at that. Look at that consistency there, look. That is beautiful. So, there's only one thing left to do, ain't there? And let's grab myself a prawn, dip it in my sweet chilli sauce, and on. They are out of this world. They are absolutely banging. And look at that. That prawn is cooked perfectly. We're just going to go down to there, a nice little handle there, and then boom, done. On to the next one. So, if you like that video, guys, hit that subscribe button. Try it out yourselves, guys. Let me know how you got on making sweet chilli sauce with tempura prawns. And until next time, folks, keep on chefing.